The greatest scandal in the neon heart of Las Vegas. The world of Formula One has just been rocked by a tectonic shift that leveled the foundations of the 2025 season right beneath the glittering neon lights of Las Vegas. What should have been a night of ultimate celebration for the McLaren team instantly morphed into the most devastating technical nightmare in the history of modern racing. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri crossed the finish line with the absolute conviction that the World Championship trophy was finally within their grasp. But that fleeting happiness lasted only minutes before the FIA handed down a death sentence. The discovery of hidden footage and leaked telemetry data exposed a dark secret lurking beneath the floor of the MCL 38 cars they piloted. This was no mere strategic blunder. It was a severe technical breach that forced the sport's highest authority to strip every single point earned that night without mercy. A brutal verdict, the double disqualification. The FIA's decision to disqualify both Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri was not a hollow threat, but a cold execution of McLaren's dominance on the Nevada asphalt. Stewards confirmed that both cars from the Woking-based outfit violated Article 3, Section 5.9 of the technical regulations regarding the wear of the skid block or the underbody plank. This rule is known as one of the most sacred and uncompromising laws in F1's technical handbook. The synthetic wooden plank beneath the car must not wear more than 1 millimeter from its standard 10 millimeter thickness. However, during a chilling post-race inspection, the numbers revealed a bitter reality. Norris's car measured at 8.88 millimeters and 8.93 millimeters. In a world where every single micron matters, this deviation was a cardinal sin, resulting in an instant deletion from the official results, crumbling the team's hard work. The lethal theory of a high-stakes ride height gamble. Wild speculation is spreading like wildfire through the paddock regarding why a team of McLaren's caliber would fall into such an amateurish trap. The leading theory currently being discussed is a high-stakes gamble involving the car's ride height. By slamming the car as low as possible to the asphalt, McLaren gained a massive aerodynamic advantage, significantly boosting downforce and cornering speed on the demanding Vegas street circuit. However, the Las Vegas Strip is notorious for its uneven surfaces and unpredictable bumps. If McLaren deliberately pushed their machinery to the absolute lowest limit for pure raw speed, they were essentially dancing on a knife's edge. That risk finally exploded in their faces as the fuel tanks emptied, making the cars lighter and causing the floor to strike the unforgiving pavement with even more violent frequency. The mystery of porpoising and destructive vibrations. McLaren team principal Andrea Stella attempted to douse the flames by issuing a public apology, claiming that the levels of porpoising, or vertical car bouncing, reached unexpected heights during the race. These severe vibrations were cited as the primary reason the floor plank eroded far beyond the safety margins. However, this explanation has only sparked fresh suspicion among rivals and technical analysts. How could a team that dominated free practice and qualifying suddenly lose total control over their vehicle dynamics on Sunday? Was this truly an accidental technical failure, or was there a secret suspension system that failed to operate correctly under the extreme loads of a full race distance? These questions hang heavily in the air, creating a thick atmosphere of tension in the McLaren garage that threatens to derail their entire championship campaign. A psychological blow, shaking the driver's mental state. The impact of this scandal goes far beyond the numbers on a scoreboard. It is a direct and lethal strike against Lando Norris's mental stability. Before the drama erupted in Vegas, Norris sat comfortably with a 30-point lead, a margin that felt almost impossible to overcome. But in the blink of an eye, that security evaporated, and his position is now under direct threat from Max Verstappen and even his own teammate Oscar Piastri. Losing total points at such a critical juncture can shatter a driver's internal confidence.
Norris must now face massive public pressure and the lingering suspicion that his previous successes may have been aided by illegal tricks. Meanwhile, the aura of invincibility that McLaren built throughout 2025 has cracked, leaving a psychological wound that may not heal before the season finale in Abu Dhabi. The resurrection of the Lion, Max Verstappen's return. Amidst the ruins of McLaren's disaster, one figure stands tall with a predatory grin: Max Verstappen. The defending champion, known for being most dangerous when backed into a corner or surrounded by chaos, now sees the door to the world title swinging wide open once again. With Norris's points stripped in Vegas, Verstappen suddenly finds himself within striking distance of reclaiming his throne. This weakness in the McLaren armor is pure oxygen for a Red Bull team that had recently begun to fade. Max will not let this opportunity slip through his fingers. He is a driver who thrives on the mistakes of his enemies. His ironclad mentality has now become the most lethal weapon against a wavering Norris. The fight heading into Qatar is no longer just about raw mechanical speed, but about who possesses the strongest nerves. Unexpected fortunes for the rest of the grid. The chaos experienced by McLaren has become an extraordinary blessing for other teams that had previously been forced to watch from the sidelines.
With Norris and Piastri erased from the official standings, George Russell automatically inherited second place, providing a massive moral boost for the Mercedes squad. However, the biggest shock came from young star Kimi Antonelli, who miraculously climbed onto the podium, a phenomenal achievement for a driver so new to the Formula One stage. This dramatic reshuffling of the results changes the entire landscape of the Constructors' Championship and gives fresh life to Ferrari and Mercedes to keep the pressure on for the remainder of the season. The world has seen that McLaren is not a flawless machine. This technical failure proves that under the suffocating pressure of regulations, even the best can fall. Maximum pressure for the upcoming Qatar GP. Now, all eyes turn to the next race in Qatar, a weekend guaranteed to be the most brutal battlefield of the season. With the inclusion of a sprint race, there are 58 critical points available that will dictate the fate of the title contenders. Norris finds himself in an incredibly precarious position. He must perform flawlessly if he hopes to keep his championship dreams alive. However, the shadow of the Vegas disqualification will undoubtedly haunt every decision he makes on the track. Will McLaren dare to take another risk with an aggressive car setup, or will they play it safe and risk being outpaced by Red Bull and Ferrari?
Qatar is no longer just another race. It is a definitive test of character for every member of the McLaren team. One more small mistake at the Losail circuit could mean the end of Lando Norris's long quest for glory. Reputation damage that is difficult to repair. Regardless of who eventually lifts the trophy at the end of the year, the black stain of Las Vegas will always cling to the McLaren name. Allegations regarding cheating or technical manipulation are extremely sensitive in Formula One, a sport that prizes technical integrity above all else. Even if the team insists this was a design error or an unintentional failure, the perception of the public and their rivals has already been formed. The hidden footage discovered by the FIA will remain a topic of conversation for years to come. McLaren must now work twice as hard, not just to win races, but to restore their honor in the eyes of millions of fans worldwide. This scandal proves that at the highest peak of motorsport, the line between technical genius and a regulatory violation is razor thin and potentially career-ending for everyone involved. The final battle for F1 2025 immortality. We stand on the precipice of a weekend that will define history. The big question remains, who will emerge as the ruler of Formula One in 2025? Can Lando Norris rise from the ashes of the Vegas failure and prove he deserves the title of a true world champion?
Or will Oscar Piastri seize this opening to launch a shocking counterattack against his own teammate? And of course, never forget Max Verstappen, the phenomenon ready to snatch his 5th consecutive crown through this incredible drama. Every single lap in the remaining races will feel like a life or death struggle. Do not miss a single second of this historic moment. Make sure to stay tuned, because in Formula One, victory is not only decided at the finish line, but also within the mysterious walls of the FIA inspection room, where every millimeter counts.